Hey there, veteran guardians and new life players. This is Delta 115 bringing you guys a Destiny 2 video. So I hope you guys are enjoying the Dawning event so far, despite numerous bugs and glitches that are occurring in the seasonal event and the current episode of Episode Revenant. But just want to let you guys know this is the final week of the Dawning event, and after that event is done, we're going to be resuming back to a new act for episode Revenant, which is going to be the third and final act. So in today's video, obviously, I'm going to be wrapping up with seasonal challenges, gilded triumphs, and other secrets I'm going to let you guys know. Some of you are aware of it, but for those who are new or want to get into it, I will explain in the best of my ability. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's go to the seasonal challenges for the Dawning. Now, I've already claimed 5 in total. 1 was accidental, 3 were necessary because I needed its rewards to help me with some secrets, which I will explain once I've gone through these. So, just want to let you guys know there are 16 triumphs for the Dawning, and every single triumph has a event ticket, so I don't need to explain about the tickets about that. But it also has 5 triumphs, gilded triumphs in total. And to make things a lot easier, the following triumphs, I'm trying to remember what they were, have been automatically claimed from both the seasonal and the gilded. When I started it, because I started late, the following 3 triumphs that were automatically claimed because there was a bug and an issue on Bungie's part was the Amateur Baker, the Adept Baker, and the Expert Baker. The 3 bakers had some kind of glitch which Bungie had automatically completed for everybody. So I don't know if it's still available, because they announced it on the first week of the Dawning. And if it's still there, then let me know, because I don't know if they did that in the later weeks. So those 3 triumphs have been automatically completed, and you don't need to do it. But I will explain their reasons later on. As for the triumphs, the other 2 triumphs, it was Reason for the Season and Joyous Spirit. Those 2 were automatically done on Bungie's part because of, again, bugs and glitches that happened on the first week of the Dawning. So that left Frozen Doom and Cheerful Destruction on our own, which are pretty self-explanatory and a little bit painful, because I'm trying to find, alternate sources. Anyways, let's get back to it. So the first one we got is Dawn of the Dawning. Complete the Dawning introduction quests, bake a cookie, and give a gift to Savala. This is pretty self-explanatory. I've done it in my previous video. It's basically giving you an introduction of the Dawning, how it works, and when you give the gift to Commander Savala, bake a cookie and stuff, you get this done. Pretty self-explanatory, no additional information, and it's already been claimed, so don't worry. Next one we got is Ice Cold Combat. Defeat combatants with snowballs anywhere in the Sol system. So there's these snowballs that you can get by killing enemies, or when you're playing, like strikes, there's like this pile of snowballs you can pick up and throw at your enemies. There's a perk. I don't know if it's active for me. Maybe it's not. But there's a perk that I don't know if it's gonna load. I don't know why it takes so long. Okay, so it's not here. But when you go into a patrol or do a Vanguard activity, it's there. It tells you, like, it allows you to generate snowballs. So by completing this, kill 100 enemies with snowballs, you get a Sleigh Ride shader, 5,000 Glimmer, 5 Dawning Spirit, and, take it. Next one we got is Amateur Baker, which is automatically done, but I will say what you need to do anyways. You need to bake each of the cookies in the Dawning Oven, so a total of 6 cookies. 6 different ones. And once you complete that, you get you get an enhancement core, a Bungie reward code, which I have no idea what it is, and Dawning Spirit, which is 5 of it. Next one was Bake Extravaganza, which is bake cookies in the Dawning Oven, which is a total of 50. Pretty self-explanatory. You just bake how many cookies you want. So if you want to bake 50 cookies, you're going to need a total of 500 Essence of Dawning, because Essence of Dawning is what you need to bake your cookies. And getting the ingredients is pretty straightforward to do, because you need to do actions like, kills like on certain enemies, actions like, use pulse rifles to get balanced flavor, or melees to get personal touch or sharp flavor for swords or glaives, etc. And then, just pick whatever cookie, bake it, and you're good to go. You gotta do this like 50 times, so you don't need to, I don't think you need to worry that much, but if you're worried about Essence of Dawning, there's like sources to get it. You can play ritual activities like Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit. It gives you pretty much, I guess, like 16 to 20, give or take. But it's mostly like in the 16 to 19 type. There was a source that if you go to... Let me go pull it up. If you play this story mission on Lightfall, I guess some people who own the Lightfall content, just go to Neptune. Then you're gonna go to... You could go to either normal or legendary. The mission you're gonna be doing is First Contact. Near the end of the level, you could get a team. Have one person save a checkpoint, finish it off, reload the checkpoint, etc. You could get probably like more S's of Dawning from that, but keep in mind, I'm trying to... This is like for people who have Lightfall, but if anyone just, starts it with no Lightfall content and stuff and just want to do the Dawning, I guess your only source is to do either Vanguard, Gambit, or Crucible. Those 3 core ritual playlists. I don't know about seasonal content if it provides it, but also Eternity also provides Essence of Dawning as well. So pretty much 4, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you feel comfortable that gives you Essence of Dawning. That's all I can say so far for that. And by completing that, you get... I know I've claimed it, but by completing that, you get 5 Dawning Cheer and 1 Enhancement Prism. That's what it was. Next one, we have Shopping Spree. Purchase all 12 Dawning upgrades from Eva with Dawning Spirit. Now, for those who don't know what the upgrades look like, as you can see from the screenshot of Eva's vendor, these are the upgrades. And if you purchase all 12 of them, you get this triumph done. Now, for the Dawning Spirit, I guess veterans will get this done pretty easily and fast. And new light players might have a struggle with it, which I apologize, new light players. The reason why veterans get more and faster Dawning Spirit is because in the previous Dawning events, we had an exotic ship provided to us. I forgot what season it was. I think it was like season 12, so forth. I forgot. But this exotic ship, the Starfarer 7M, is a must-have during Dawning events. Why? Because of this perk, Spirit of the Season. Grants a chance to generate Dawning Spirit whenever you find a Dawning ingredient. So, whenever you kill enemies with certain weapons, and you get a ingredient from it, it will generate a Dawning Spirit. A chance for it, anyways. But this helped a lot, and I got so much Dawning Spirit that allows me to purchase the upgrades. So, veterans can get this done easily, but, yeah. So, by completing that, if I can get there, we get a brand new shader called Tinsel and 5 Dawning Spirit. Alright, next one is Adept Baker. Bake each of the cookies in the Dawning Oven. This is 13, so the previous one, which was Amateur, was 6. Now Adept has 13 cookies in total, so completing that will give you 1 Enhancement Core, 5 Dawning Cheer, and a gift in return. Next one, we got Expert Baker. Bake each of the cookies in the Dawning Oven. There's, 20 in total. Same thing as the previous ones, which is Amateur and Adept. And by completing this, you get a exotic ghost shell called Joyful Shell and 5 Dawning Spirit. Moving on. The next one, we got Deep Freeze. Along with other ones like Yarn Maker, Thunder Snow, Snow Melt, and They Call It Snow. Now, these 5 triumphs says the following. Defeat combatants or guardians with the following weapons. So Deep Freeze, it's stasis weapons or abilities. Yarn Maker, it's strand weapons or abilities. Thunder Snow is arc weapons or abilities. Snow Melt is solar weapons or abilities. And finally, They Call It Snow, which is void weapons or abilities. So, pretty much it's like that. I guess you get around, if I recall correctly, I think it was 400 kills in total. I'm trying to recall how it was. Sorry, just give me a minute. I'm gonna go pull up the Destiny Item Manager because it's a good tool to keep track if you're trying to, make sure how many kills you got, because usually if you look at them, they're all percentage bars, but you want to get like kill wise. So the only thing I can think of so far is use a tracker. Like Destiny Item Manager is a really good tracker to use when you're trying to get like certain amount of kills. Trust me, it's a lifesaver. Because you could go to that site, go to progress, you can find the dawning challenges there, and then it tells you, like, not like percentage wise, it tells you pretty much with that. So I'm just waiting for this to load because of course Wi-Fi is garbage. Don't know why it's garbage. But yeah, I believe it's like 400 kills in total, I guess. Just waiting for this to load. I don't know why it takes so long to load. There we go. Alright, progress. Here we go. So, let me check one of them. Oh, no, so I was wrong. Sorry, I apologize. It's not 400 kills, it's 800 kills. So, 800 stasis kills, 800 strand kills, 800 arc kills, 800 solar kills, and 800 void kills. Yeah, I just double checked. It's 800. Okay, so by completing those 5, depending on what weapon, actually, to get a lot of kills, I guess for new light players, the only option for me, I guess for everybody, is to go to the moon. So when you go to the moon, you'll go to Altars of Sorrow. There's that public activity on the moon called Altars of Sorrow. From there, you get like endless amounts of enemies like spawning, mostly Hive actually, and then you can kill as many Hive enemies as you can. So there's going to be a total of 5 waves, and then there's going to be a final wave, and it's going to have so much Hive enemies. You won't be the only one there. There's going to be other players as well, so it may hinder your progress, but as long as you get the amount of kills you need, you're good to go. This is the only spot I can think of that has, available for everybody. Because raids are okay, but there might be certain raids that might be locked out for new lights, or for people who just started the game anyways. So yeah, Altars of Sorrow is the best choice for everybody. And I mean everybody. So by completing those 5, for Deep Freeze you get Stay Frosty Pulse Rifle, Zephyr Sword, and Enhancement Core. For Yarn Maker, it's the Glazochasm Fusion Rifle and 25,000 Glimmer. For Thunder Snow, it's the Abeto Wing Glaive, an upgrade module, and 5,000 Glimmer. For Snow Melt, it's the Avalanche Machine Gun, the upgrade module, and 5,000 Glimmer. And they call it Snow. You have the Mistral Lift Linear Fusion Rifle, upgrade module, and 5,000 Glimmer. Alright, moving on. So, we got these ones. So, Vanguard Eternity and Competitive Spirit. So, Vanguard Eternity, complete Vanguard Ops or Dares of Eternity activities. So, for this, you can either complete 6 Vanguard Ops activities or 2 Dares of Eternity activities. That's the total count that you can get. And by completing this, you get the following rewards, which I wrote it down, obviously. You get 3 raid banners, 5 Dawning Cheer, and a gift in return. And for Competitive Spirit, complete Crucible or Gambit matches. So you can get a total of 10 in total. So it could be either 10 Gambit matches or 10 Crucible matches. However, if you get wins for either the Crucible or Gambit matches, it counts as 2 points. So it's 10 points in total. A normal point is when you complete a match, and 2 points if you win a match. So by doing that, you get the following rewards, which is 2 enhancement cores, 5 Dawning Cheer, and a gift in return. And then we got Snowstruck. Spawn snowballs by defeating combatants with weapons or abilities in valid activities. So it's just like the other Triumph, which was Ice Cold Combat. So when you like patrol or do Vanguard activities, you get these snowballs by defeating enemies. And the snowballs spawn by killing your enemies with dawning weapons. So if you have any dawning weapons, like the ones I just picked up from these Triumphs, use them so that way you could spawn the snowballs faster. Now, I don't know what the progress is for that one, but I can check just in case. Oh, okay. You just need to get, spawn 100 snowballs. Pretty self-explanatory for this one. So by completing this, we get a Enhancement Prism and 5 Dawning Cheer. And by claiming all 15 Triumphs, we got this Triumph unlocked, which is Starbaker. Complete event challenges during Dawning. Progress resets at the end of the event. And by completing the 15 seasonal challenges to unlock this one, we get an Ascended Shard and Ascended Alloy. And with that, your card is done. But we're not done yet. We have the Gilded Triumphs. Now, I just pray that it doesn't bug out, just like what happened with the Guardian games. Um, the Guardian games seal, it was completely bugged out, and Bungie never fixed it. So, first of all, we're gonna start with the ones that have been already, automatically completed. Um, which is reason for the season, give dawning gifts to vendors, so a total of 100. However, I don't know if it's available for everybody. If it's automatically completed for you, then you could take it. If not, you just need to deliver 100 cookies. The next one is Joyous Spirit. Spend Dawning Spirit. So, buying the upgrades is one thing. Focusing weapons with the gifts in return is another thing. So, you could spend, Dawning Spirit. Again, this was a bugged one, so if this is available for you, you can claim it. But if not, you just need to spend 500 Dawning Spirit. Alright, now we're going to move on to the Gilded ones that really require your, kills and stuff. So, this one is Frozen Doom, which defeat combatants with snowballs. And if I check this correctly, or probably not, I must have lost it. That's fine, I can go through records. For this, just give me a second to find it. There we go. In Frozen Doom, you need to defeat 400 combatants with snowballs. I'm double checking it from Destiny Item Manager, and it says you have to get 400 final blows with the snowballs. It has to be on contact, not the area of effect from the snowballs. Just want to give you guys some clarity on that. And then last but not least, Cheerful Destruction. This is the most painful one unless you can get it done within a week. For this one, you have to defeat combatants with Dawning Weapons. Yeah, Dawning Weapons are easy to get, Stay Frosty Pulse Rifle, Avalanche Machine Gun, Albedo Wing, what's it called? The Albedo Wing, Glaive, etc. But the thing is, the total amount of kills you need to defeat your enemies is 2,000. You need 2,000 final blows with Dawning Weapons. So my recommendation, as I said earlier, is go to the moon, do Altars of Sorrow, get as many hive kills as possible with Dawning Weapons, and you're good to go. Give or take how many can get this done and how much sanity you have left. So, yeah. And, of course, yeah, this is bugged as well. I knew it. I heard some people said that the seal was bugged, I wasn't so sure, but yeah, it is bugged. I've already claimed all of this. It's supposed to go to Gilded 3. Unfortunately, it did not. What a shame. But yeah, that's all the seasonal challenges and Gilded challenges, or triumphs, for the Starbaker seal. So now that the seasonal challenges and Gilded triumphs are now out of the way, Bungie had added a secret throughout the Dawning event that is still available until the Dawning is concluded, and that is the 3 secret emblems that Bungie put into the game. And these emblems are Confectionery Commander, Empirican Extraordinaire, and Handcrafted Hunter. Basically, these 3 emblems represent the members of the Vanguard. So we got one for Commander Zavala, we got one for Ikora Rey, and we got one for our new Hunter Vanguard, Crow. Although some people wanted Cade 6, but unfortunately, how the story is. But it is what it is. So these 3 emblems, to obtain these 3 emblems, you're going to need this particular item, which everyone would be getting now by the time, when the Dawning event started, and that is a gift in return packages. Now, it won't say it here in the description, obviously, but that's where the emblems are contained. And by opening these packages, you'll get the emblem. Not, but here's the real kicker. You won't get the emblem like immediately. You might get it 50% chance. Why? Because getting the emblems is RNG, random number generator, obviously. So there's a chance that you'll get the emblem if you open one package. Or you'll get it again if you open 10 packages. Or maybe you'll get the emblem if you open more than 30. All I'm saying is that there's a chance that when you open the package, there's a percentage that you'll get the emblem or you won't get it until you open another one. So my one was for all three. It was I got them all done during the second week. So Ikora's emblem, it took me I guess like 5 boxes to get her emblem. For Crow's emblem, it was funny. I just opened one package and I got Crow's emblem, which was hilarious. I was like laughing after that. But Commander Savala's emblem, my god, it was longer than the previous two. It took me a total of 24 packages to get Commander Savala's one. That's why in the seasonal challenges, which was like, competitive spirit or the Vanguard Eternity Triumphs, that contains the gifted returns, I had to claim those triumphs so that way I can get more gift and return packages. And once I did, one of the two gave me the Commander Savala emblem, and I was done. But yeah, it was kind of brutal, and I don't know about anybody else's luck on getting these emblems, because maybe there's like 50% of them that got extremely lucky, and then the other 50% probably are miserable and hate the game and so forth. So yeah, the only way to get these emblems is opening these packages. And I want to give you additional notes. You cannot refocus these packages for weapons because that does not give you the emblem. Somebody had tested it and it did not work, so do not do that. Yeah, so that's the only way you can get the emblems, by going to the inventory, opening the packages, and pray to RNGesus that you can get the emblem. So for getting these boxes, there are 2 ways. Obviously 2 ways. Well, possibly 3. But it's tied to the second one anyway. So the first method is baking cookies and giving the cookies to the vendors, which will give you a gift and return package. The second one is getting these consumables, which are Boon of Friendship, that is available on a daily reset of the game. So once you get this and go to an activity, by the time you complete that activity, you get the gift in return package. But keep in mind, this is not just only for you. Other players that have this boon can grant you a gift in return. So let's just say you use this in a Vanguard activity and you got your package. Good for you. When you play a Gambit match, you don't have one, of course, but a random player from your fire team has it. So when they complete the activity, there's a chance you get a gift in return from that particular player. So basically when you're playing activities like Crucible, Gambit, Vanguard, you get gifts in return from other players as long as they have the Boon of Friendship consumable. So yeah, those are the 3 methods of getting the gifts in return packages, so that way you can stockpile. Yeah, so stockpile as much as you can, and then start opening them. I would say opening them slow because I heard some instances that some people did not get their rewards when they opened the packages really fast. So just to give you guys a heads up, open the packages slow so that way the game would register. I would say this to people who have older generation consoles. For me, I have the PS4. It does this a lot because slower reaction times. You see how I switch back and then back and forth. It's sometimes there's a slow reaction to it. So open the packages slowly to make sure your rewards are registered. I mean, I'm saying this because it's riddled with bugs so far, so I just want to give you guys a safe heads up. And that's it. That's how you get the emblems. Now let's showcase them so that way, if you really want to go after them, you can see what I have. So that way, you don't need to worry about it. So we're gonna start off with Confectionery Commander. So this is Commander Zavala's emblem, and it's not bad. It has some nice bright orange, blue, and purple colors, and you can see this Commander Zavala face like hiding there. Looks really nice, and this might be good for players who love Commander Zavala. Um, that'll be a good, nice thing to say, or nice thing to have, since it kind of reminds us of our belated actor, um, Lance Reddick. May his soul rest in peace. But Keith David, who plays as Commander Zavala, is also really good. So we're glad to have him as the voice actor for Commander Zavala. Both actors are great. I'm just saying. The next one we got is Empirican Extraordinaire. This is Ikora Ray's emblem. Most of the colors represents her attire, and the orange Vanguard symbol there. This is really nice for those who love Ikora Ray. If you want this emblem, this is very nice. And then last but not least, for those who love the brand new Hunter Vanguard Crow, the handcrafted Hunter. So this is gives midnight colors and a little bit of gold, and you can see Crow's face there. So this is for those who love Crow, or before he was Prince Aldrin. You know how it goes. So yeah, not gonna lie, these three look really nice. It represents the Dawning event. But yeah, if you get one of them, good for you. If you got all three of them, consider yourself lucky because RNG is a pain. But yeah, that concludes what I have to say about those secret emblems. I mean, there are more details of it, but pretty much Bungie had just threw it out of the window, such as drop rates and stuff. So there's no point on that explaining. And that's the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you find this informative if you guys are going for the seasonal challenges, the Gilded Triumphs, or the Secret Dawning Emblems that are available during the Dawning event. I have some good news. So once I finish, I have some videos to catch up. So once I finish those, I got myself a PS5 during my week, thanks to the overtime I had, spent to get extra money. So now I got myself a PS5, and I will rig it or install the PS5 once I finish one more video. I have one more video to do, which is the wrap up of all the Act 2 quests for episode Revenant, which will be available soon. So once I get into work, you know. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and check out my YouTube channel for the latest Destiny 2 and other gaming content. And also, if you want to get notified and for extra content, you can check out my socials, which the links will be down in the description box below. That is all, my fellow Guardians. This is Delta 115 signing out, and happy dawning.